Hey guys, Jason the Expert SC in the slide powered by Cinemalinks.com, and I know this looks like a big time review, but it's not. You see, the San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now, and they have a Legacy Red Ranger figure, exclusive, that I'm probably not going to get. Hopefully Zach and BC can get that for me, but if they can't, no big deal, because I actually found the figures at my local Target. Yes, these guys were 20 bucks a piece. I'll have the DCPI down in the description number. They are not street dated, by the way. So if they tell you they're street dated, they are lying. They are not street dated. Go and buy them. Now, I just started off with the two Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figures, being my favorite series. Didn't get the Ninja Storm guys yet. But, you know, I may. But I want you to listen to this review, let you know what I think of it, and then you guys can make your own determination. But today, we will be reviewing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy figures, Green and Red Ranger. So, really excited to get these guys. I was curious about the construction and everything on them. But hey, that's just me talking. Let's get down to the review of the figures. Now, looking at the packaging they come in, it's very nice packaging. I do like this. You get this nice window box with the lightning bolt, the red lightning for the Red Ranger here. And I want you to note the helmet on this one. On the side, you got a little window box here. Window side here, window shading here. On the back, you get to see the Build-A-Figure, which is the Megazord. And you get the other figures in the line, the Red Ranger and the 3 Wind Rangers as well, which I haven't gotten them. I want to kind of get these guys because I do like Mighty Morphin. Now, the Green Ranger's box, he's got the Green Lightning, helmet on the side, same window packaging. It shows the Build-A-Figure on the box, but he actually doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece in there. He comes with, as you can see, 2 exclusive accessories, which are the Sword of Darkness and the Dragon Dagger. Now, looking at the figures, go ahead and bring in Red first. I like these figures. I do. I do have some gripes, especially when it comes to the Red Ranger. If you look, he has that different design of the helmet with the little 2 peaks here, instead of the flat-headed version like we see on the packaging. And I don't like, I never have liked this helmet design. I don't know why they go with this one sometimes. It looks more like a movie design. And yeah, I just can't get behind the helmet. Also, his helmet seems a tad small, but I can get over that. It's cool. Now, it is a really good figure. If you look, there's some clean paintwork on this guy. Very clean. I love the joints, even though he's a little bit, he's a little bit loose at some points, but he seems to catch himself. Well, maybe it's just one leg and assist with the other one. Now, I never have gotten the other figures that they offer, the little 5-inch ones or kind of like 4.5-inch ones. But I like these. The proportions are very good. The articulation is great. I love the paint apps on this guy. He looks really good. But I have a gripe about him. Besides this helmet, there are no accessories. The only accessory he comes with is a closed blade blaster. That's it. There's no open blade blaster or a power sword, which I kind of wanted a power sword. Now, the SDC version does come with a chrome power sword, and I expected, okay, we'll get a painted power sword at the least. We did not. So, yeah, I do have that gripe about this figure. Otherwise, it is very good. Just throw in a power sword or an open blade blaster. I don't know why there were no accessories with this figure. Take an even better close-up there. You see that helmet and what I'm talking about? The paint is very clean on this guy. I do want to, you know, accentuate that. It's very good. I love how the belt buckle came out, or the dino buckler, or the morpher. So yeah, this is a really good figure. Now, articulation-wise, this figure does shine. He has got that pin in the boot, so you can get some pretty good articulation at the ankle. Ratcheted joints on this part of the ankle. It does have a swivel here at the calf, at the calf. Double jointed knees, and they go pretty far. You got a swivel at the thigh. And this thigh joint, though, phone's going off. It does swivel, but it's very hard once you get past this point. And he has ball jointed legs, but as you can see, it's just a ball joint here. They'll go out, and they can spin. So they're on like a barbell joint right here, and they'll spin from there. The waist is articulated, but it only goes that far and that far. So if you saw MMPR, Bruno, his review, it's pretty much the same articulation, just this more of a normal red shade. It does have an ab crunch. That'll go pretty far. And it does have some detail down here, but as you can see, it only goes, there you go. And that's where it lines up. Otherwise, you just have this big kind of arrow shape here. The shoulders, they're on a nice ball joint, but it only goes about that far up. Of course, it'll make a full 360. You got a bicep rotation here, double jointed elbows. Got a pretty good range of motion there. And these ball joints here on the hands. Now these will peg out. He doesn't come with any extra hands. It's very similar to that figure art style. Now the head is articulated here. Sorry, is articulated here, and it turns. So you've got a ball joint. You've got a hinge joint here, but the bottom of the neck doesn't move, so it kind of sits like that. So yeah, it's a really good figure. I like it. But my gripe is, where are the accessories with this guy? This could have been a really good figure. All you had to do was throw a power sword in there. Just give me a power sword. So I'm assuming that the other Rangers won't be coming with weapons either. Now the other thing that he does come with is the Build-A-Figure piece for the Megazord. He comes with the body and head and lower torso. So you see that on the side. Of course, nothing pegged in. This looks pretty good. You got the tail detail on the back there, the cannons. And the head is on a slight ball joint. It can get a little bit of motion out of there. So for a size comparison on this guy, I did pull out my Solar Chogokin Megazord here. So you get an idea of how these guys scale up next to each other. So he'll be a little bit bigger. Of course, scaling with the actual Red Ranger himself. It seems like he's a little bit smaller as far as like the head area and the chest area. I mean, they're almost the same size, but he does have no articulation at the waist or anything. It looks like it's going to be just solely here and at wherever you pop the joints here. So, yeah, don't get excited. I mean, I thought there was really a thigh rotation here, but it doesn't go. So don't even try it. Now, the other figure in the line, well, comparison-wise. Comparison, I probably should do this after the video, but I'll do it after the video. Now, the other figure in the line is the Green Ranger. Now, I do like this one, even though his helmet does seem a little bit small, but it does go with that classic Green Ranger helmet. You got the shield here, which is a flexible material. Really well done here. Let me pull his accessories out of his hands because I'm going to go over those a little bit better. But yeah, check it out. That is a really good Green Ranger. Got the armbands there. Really well done. The gold morpher in the middle, or dino buckler. He does have his holster on the side, which comes as a separate piece that you have to peg on. Really clean paint on these guys. I do want to commend them on this. Now, I do like this guy a lot better than I like the Red Ranger. I mean, they're similar bucks and everything, but of course he has, you know, his dragon shield and everything, like I said. And this is that flexible material. So I think it can warp if you, you know, get it too warm or leave it flat or something or anything like that. It's very flexible. All this is painted on. It's painted, but this is actually part of the mold. So none of this can remove. I don't see any way to remove it. I wouldn't even try because it just looks like it would tear out. But yeah, really good looking figure. Of course, the same articulation as the Red Ranger. He does have that same shoulder range, but his dragon shield will probably block it even if you try to go further than that. So they all have that same limitation on the shoulders, same articulation. Now for his accessories, he comes with a Sword of Darkness, which is not in focus. There we go. It's a pretty nice Sword of Darkness. Got the little red jewel, no tassel on the end of here. It is made out of a very flexible material. It probably will warp. It's a little warm in here right now, so yeah, it will warp over time, but good looking accessory. And also he comes with the Dragon Dagger, which this is a little, I mean, this side looks good as far as the paint. This side is, actually, you know what, this is not that bad. And it's that flexible material as well. It's very rubbery. It can fit in the holster. So right there, you see that? Now, what he also comes with is a pair of hands for holding the Dragon Dagger, and those just peg on very easily. You do have some figure art style ball joints. Be careful with those. I actually broke the one on my Captain America figure arts, and yeah, I ended up buying a new one when I bought Iron Man. So that's my first time breaking peg joints. So, oh, wrong hand. Get that on there. I'd be real careful with the joints on these guys because they don't seem that great. I mean, I don't want to say that right off the bat. Just be careful with peg joints on any figures, really. Now, the one problem with this is that his hands don't hold the Dragon Dagger as well. It's very floppy in there. So he does have the articulation to get it up to his mouth like he's playing it, and to have this hand kind of hold on to the Dragon Dagger like he's playing. The only problem is it's very loose in the hands. I could easily just tip this guy over and it's going to just dislodge itself. But, I mean, you could probably fix that with a hairdryer and just tighten those up a little bit. But it is nice they included a set of hands to get that classic pose. You can't get it right up to his mouth. I mean, you can with a little bit more work. It's not going to get quite there, though. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out. It does look good. I like how this looks. Now, size-wise, these guys come in at about 6 3/4 as far as the helmet. So they're pretty big. They're not in scale quite with Marvel Legends or the Star Wars figures. As you can see, they're a lot taller than this Kanan Jarrus figure. Not a lot taller, but they're definitely noticeably taller. Here's a Pizza Spider-Man. I'll just take off his stand. So yeah, they are a lot taller. Now, comparison-wise, here they are next to Figure Arts. They're, respective versions here. And like I said, this one has that helmet design that I do like. This one has the one I don't like. So yeah, I do like my Figure Arts, and these guys seem a little bit more durable. These Figure Arts, the quality on them. They're very high quality. They're just not as heavily played with. Now, I will give you that to these. These guys seem very sturdy, very durable, more of like that bridge between kid's toy and collector's item. I do like the Green Ranger over the Red Ranger just because he's more true to the design from the show, whereas this guy is just a little different and no accessories. That's all I ask. Just give me a power sword. And I'm kind of worried that the Megazord won't come with his sword as well. So like I said, you won't find these guys on the shelves, but they will be in the back. Most Target stores do have them. Call around, ask for the DCPI number of 087064657. They're not street dated. Maybe you can get them to pull them from the back. But yeah, that's been my opinion of them. I like the figures. I'll probably get the red, blue, and yellow Ninja Storm Rangers just because they do have a sword accessory and you can form their Megazord right now from their Build-A-Figure pieces. So yeah, I might get those guys a try and, do a review on them or not. But I did want to review these guys just to let you know what I think. I hope to get the San Diego Comic-Con version of the Red Ranger, but the Green Ranger is a lot better than the Red Ranger, but these are very good figures. I'm not going to knock that. They're very good figures. I do have a little bit of nit and gripe with them, but they're good figures. I'm not gonna trash them too much. I just wish we had an accessory and they'd use a different head sculpt on the helmet. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling now. I'm Jason the X for SCNS Live and Cineleaks.com. Follow me over at Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. And until next time, guys, catch you later.